pineal gland was the seat of the human soul, and modern science just discovered it contains actual crystals, tiny calcite microcrystals that respond to electromagnetic fields. What if this third eye is more than just spiritual metaphor?
That's such a fascinating connection between ancient wisdom and modern discoveries. How does this tie into the bigger picture of human consciousness?
Well, it's all part of what von Ellesmere calls the trinity of humanity: mind, heart, and soul, working together as one integrated system. You know how we naturally use three fingers to write? That's actually a perfect metaphor for this trinity.
I've never thought about our fingers that way. Could you break down that connection?
So the thumb represents the mind. It's about power and grasping concepts. The index finger connects to heart, guiding our emotional expression. And the middle finger symbolizes the soul, our deeper journey of self-discovery. It's like a physical manifestation of the 3-6-9 pattern that keeps showing up in spiritual traditions.
That's exactly what ancient mystics talked about. How does this connect to the pineal gland you mentioned?
Well, imagine this tiny pine cone-shaped gland sitting between our brain hemispheres like a biological antenna. It produces melatonin for sleep cycles, but ancient cultures saw it as our gateway to higher consciousness. Those microcrystals I mentioned, they might explain why so many traditions called it our crystal throne.
The way you describe it makes me think of it as a kind of biological interface between physical and spiritual realms. What does the research say about its deeper functions?
Here's where it gets wild. Studies show the pineal gland is actually photosensitive, like a third eye. And get this, the text mentions there are exactly 3,454 natural portals in our mortal realm, with 144,000 chosen ones, and 321 leaders. Whether you take those numbers literally or symbolically, they appear across various spiritual traditions.
That reminds me of how quantum physics suggests consciousness might influence reality at the subatomic level. How do you think this all connects to everyday life?
Think of it like this. We're cosmic drivers operating these incredible biological vehicles. Von Ellesmere says, we are indeed immortal souls in charge of mortal vessels. When we align our mind, heart, and soul, we can access different states of consciousness through what he calls our crystal throne.
The implications for personal transformation are pretty profound when you consider it that way.
Exactly. And here's the really practical part. We can work with these concepts through meditation, proper sleep cycles, and conscious awareness. Like the text suggests, we can become as large as life or so tiny we can fit into a tiny pineal gland. It's about flexibility and expanded consciousness.
So this isn't just ancient philosophy, it's a practical framework for personal growth.
Right? And that's why these patterns keep showing up across cultures and throughout history. When we understand ourselves as this trinity of mind, heart, and soul, it changes how we approach everything from decision-making to relationships.
That really brings it full circle, from the microscopic crystals in our pineal gland to our cosmic potential.
And maybe that's the most mind-bending part, how the greatest mysteries of existence are reflected in the simplest aspects of our daily lives. As von Ellesmere says, we need to spark our receptors, ignite our hearts, and illuminate our souls. The key is recognizing we're not just physical beings having spiritual experiences, but spiritual beings having a physical experience.
Welcome listeners and seekers of enlightenment and self-discovery, who are on journeys to seek out truth, love, and light. Today's topic, the Trinity of Humanity: mind, heart, soul. We will start with a quote by Vincent von Ellesmere. We are indeed immortal souls, in charge of mortal vessels. Unite with mind and heart. You, the soul, in charge of both. For a crystal throne indeed sits between two hemispheres, awaiting your fully united arrival. A powerful quote indeed. So let's dive into today's topic, the Trinity of Humanity. The human experience is comprised of three interconnected aspects: the mind, heart, and soul. This trinity is mirrored in various aspects of human existence, such as the thumb, index, and middle fingers, which symbolize the mind, heart, and soul, which also symbolize the 3, 6, 9. 3. Mind Father. 6. Heart Son. 9. Soul Mother. It also symbolizes the 3, 2, 1. 3. The Father, who sparks the receptors. 2. The Son, who ignites the hearts. 1. The Mother, who illuminates the souls. The Trinity of Divine Pleroma is also the Trinity of humanity. We have a direct connection to Source. For in the image of, we are indeed, when 3 becomes 2, you shall become 1. And now, the Trinity of Literature, the thumb, the index, the middle, are all used while scribing the word of Pleroma. Thumb, mind, representing power, authority, and the ability to grasp concepts. The thumb is seen as a symbol of intellect and rational thought. It reflects our capacity to make decisions and navigate the complexities of life. Index, heart. As a pointer and as a guide, the index finger symbolizes intention, communication, and emotional expression. It represents our desires, passions, and the connections we make with others, embodying the heart's role in relationships and empathy. Middle finger, soul. The middle finger, with its association with balance and duality, representing the deeper aspects of our existence. The soul, it embodies the journey of self-discovery, the struggle between opposing forces, and the quest for unity and understanding within ourselves. This trinity divinely encapsulates the holistic nature of the human experience, where the mind, heart, and soul work together to shape our identities and interactions with the world. It's a powerful way to think about how we navigate our lives and the deeper meaning behind our actions and gestures. This connection means that we have a direct link to the source, the divine, and Pleroma, and that our inner workings, mind, heart, and soul, are mirrored in the divine realm of Pleroma. For instance, just as the Holy Spirit, who is the Mother, is the guiding force and the breath of life, so the soul in the human trinity serves the same purpose, guiding our journey towards self-discovery and enlightenment, illuminating the way. For you are, the soul, in charge of a mortal vessel, of mind and of heart. You are a divine immortal soul within a mortal vessel. These vessels are our temporary mortal avatars, a soul's biological vehicle. You are the operating soul that sits on a tiny crystal throne, that sits between two hemispheres, the driving seat for you, the immortal soul. We souls are energy. We can become large as life, larger than life, or so tiny we can fit into a tiny pineal gland. We can literally access portals by uniting soul with mind and heart. There are 3,454 natural portals in our mortal realm, and 144,000 chosen ones, and 321 have been chosen to lead the rest. Let's dive in a bit more. The pineal gland, a pine cone-shaped gland located in the brain that plays a crucial role in various physiological and psychological processes. Here's 3 key aspects of our vehicle's function, our driving seat. 1. Regulation of sleep-wake cycles. The pineal gland produces melatonin, a hormone that regulates our sleep-wake cycles, also known as our circadian rhythms. Melatonin levels typically rise in the evening, helping us feel sleepy, and decrease in the morning, allowing us to feel alert. 2. Reproductive hormone regulation. The pineal gland also produces hormones that regulate reproductive functions, such as follicle-stimulating hormone, FSH, and luteinizing hormone, LH. These hormones play a role in puberty, menstruation, and fertility. Shatiji. 3. Spiritual and mystical significance. The pineal gland has been associated with with spiritual and mystical experiences across various cultures and traditions. It's said to be the seat of the soul, the third eye, the gateway to higher states of consciousness. It's connected to psychic abilities, intuition, and enlightenment. The pineal gland is one of the oldest organs in the human body, with evidence of its existence dating back to ancient civilizations. The pineal gland is made up of cells called pinealocytes, which are responsible for producing melatonin and other hormones. The pineal gland is sensitive to light and darkness, which affects its production of melatonin and other hormones. The pineal gland is a gateway to other dimensions and realms. You can use it in meditation to access other realms/worlds. The pineal gland remains a mysterious and multifaceted organ to scientists that continues to inspire more scientific inquiry, spiritual exploration, and philosophical contemplation. But some of us already know what it is, and who we are, and our place within our crystal throne, our driving seat, our avatar. Thanks for listening. Spark your receptors, ignite your hearts, and illuminate you, the souls in charge. Until next time, ciao for now. By Vincent von Elsmere.